Boxing is sort of metaphorical for me because a lot of what goes into boxing is the same kind of stuff that ends up happening and going into life. And so I got to get better at boxing again because it's been a while. I love it. And I want to get reconditioned for it so that I'm able to do it whenever I feel like. But that's what I'm going to work on now. Let's get started. Step one is I have to remember how to jump rope because it has been ages since I've actually done any jump roping. And so I got to get better at jump roping because it plays into footwork. So the mosquitoes out here are trying to eat me alive. I am going to go somewhere else, even though I prefer to be out here because I don't feel like mosquitoes right now. No fun. This is gonna be a lot easier in the winter when I don't have to worry about mosquitoes or anything. I can just do what I gotta do. And there will be no bugs or any people outside. It'll just be me. So the reason I'm doing this is because, hello Floofies, there's my dog. Okay, excuse me, dog. Oh, you got it all wet. So the reason I'm doing all of this is because my workouts recently, I haven't been as great about them as I can be. Which is okay. I mean, I have the muscle. I've been maintaining what I have. But I just want something new and different. And it's really just kind of been on my heart to get back to the MMA, to get back to Muay Thai, to get back to this thing that I really love that I'm not going to do professionally or anything, but is a sport that I love and admire and that I want to keep practicing. So it just means I got to get the basics back in my memory so that we can keep progressing. And that might mean that today we go on a run. We had toxic mold released back into our house the other day because we'd have exposure from it before with our military life, but now it's getting back in this old house that we live in. The house is older we live in, and so we gotta fix it. And that means for me though that my symptoms come back, and that does not feel good. So this is also my way of preventing those things and working through those. Like I said, it's a bit metaphorical for me in those kinds of ways, which is cool. I think it's cool because I could just be a victim about it and complain all the time. But one of my most prized things for me is my physical abilities and strength and mental perseverance. I want to hone, I want to craft those things and be good at them. And so it makes it very important for me that I actually work on those things when I'm having struggles and difficulties, when they would come into play. And I do not do a good job of it all the time. No one's perfect. That's why we need Christ. But this is one way of combating those things. So you can do it too. You can start doing this with me. I would love it if you would.
Over super fun and technical Muay Thai shadow boxing workout.
All right, so we'll finish this out with a run. So we're gonna finish that up today. I'll clean up my glorious face here, and then that'll be that for the day. Running is also very peaceful and mentally clarifying for me. So I know that when I go on a run, it's a nice time to just have some quiet, play music if I want to, but sometimes just have quiet and just be able to connect back with God and have just distance from all the noise and chaos. I'm out here. The weather is really nice right now, just after that storm. So yeah, and like you can hear, it's perfect right now. I'm kind of out of breath. My body's all warmed up. So it's just a beautiful time to go kind of finish myself off with a run. Definitely right. That run finished me off fast. I have one more stretch to do, but my side is dying, man. Those Muay Thai exercises, I'm not used to them. And so they zap me because my body doesn't remember those movements anymore. And so it's like, what just happened to me? But it's okay, because we're rising above. I run to rise above. I box to rise above. All the stuff I do is to rise above. My family's legacy really has been rise above. And so everything I do, working out, getting smarter, building my skill sets, growing my finances. I do to rise above. And if I can do it, that means that you can do it too. It's not a fast process, and there's a lot to learn. You can't beat yourself up over it. When you fail, when you learn something by making a mistake, none of those things. You really gotta focus on what you learn from this experience. But man, if I can rise above, you can definitely rise above. We're dealt the cards we are at the beginning of life, and there's nothing we can do about that. But we know that God has a plan and a purpose for every single one of us. But it's up to us to claim it, not in some weird prosperity gospel sort of way. It's up to us to say, okay, God, I'm partnering with you so that the amazing thing you have for me to do, I can actually go and do. That's what this life is about. So we got to do that. And boy, is it great when we do. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this video, something made you laugh, you enjoyed something, you started thinking about something, maybe you learned something, or maybe it was like, oh, I've never thought of it in that way before, then let me know in the comments. I would love to see, reply, and get to engage with you, because every single one of us are an important person that God placed on this earth, very specifically. And so if I can connect with you, that would absolutely make my day. So let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.